Hey everybody, it's Lon Seib, and we've got another unboxing, and today it is the LattePanda Alpha, and they gave me a t-shirt in the box here as well. Now this is something I paid for with my own funds. This is a little single board computer that has a Core M3 processor inside. So it's basically got the same internals as what you might find on the 12-inch MacBook, but it's running Windows 10, and I think you can run Linux on it as well. And this is something I think you can get for around $300 or $400. And I'll put a link to their website so you can order one of these things. I got this on one of their Kickstarters. And I was curious about it just because I like these little single board computers. And if you can get one running Intel, that might be a fun project for doing emulation or maybe some home theater or that kind of thing. So we'll be doing our usual test where we look at all that stuff when we have my main review at lon.tv. And yes, I mangled the box. Now, we did look at another LattePanda a couple of years ago that was running with a Atom processor. So this one is going to be much more powerful given that it has the Core M3. The processor it is using, if you can take a look on the side of the box here, is the Core M3 7Y30, which is a 7th generation chip. So we should see good video performance out of it. You can see some of the other specifications here. It looks like it'll support 4K at up to 60 hertz, so that is good to see there. Gigabit Ethernet's on there as well, and I think for RAM, we've got 8 gigabytes of RAM on this model. There are two different models, I believe, and again, it will run Windows or Linux. So let's open up the device itself here. Make sure I'm grounded here before I do anything else. Be careful with that. So here it is, very compact, a little larger than what you might find with a Raspberry Pi or something along those lines. USB 3.0 ports here. You've got an active cooling system here, so you have a fan on board. It supports, it's got an Arduino built in as well, so you can do a lot of maker stuff with it. So you have the ability to address the Arduino portion here with those slots there. On the bottom, we've got a micro SD card slot. We've got two M2 ports here, an M2 key E and an M2 key M, so you can plug in external storage. I think, I have to check on this, but I think this also has some eMMC on board for the operating system. So I think there is some storage built in, if I'm not mistaken, but yep, so it's got 64 gigs of eMMC. So we can boot it up without having one of those drives installed, but maybe we'll take out my NVMe solid state drive and plug it into that. Manuals here, give you some ideas of what you can do with it. Again, it runs Windows and Linux. There are versions with a Windows license and those without, so you have a choice. This is the power adapter, USB-C, power cord here for the US and Europe. And what else we got here? Looks like we've got some antennas here and some standoffs for attaching it to cases and whatnot. Now, I thought I had gotten a case with this, but apparently I didn't get it with this thing. So I will double check and see where that ended up. But that is the single board computer. We're going to start testing this. We're going to usually just run our usual Windows 10 test on it and see how it stacks up as a PC. And if you have anything that you want us to try on it, let me know down in the comments below. But we'll try to do everything that we usually do in one of our videos here. So that is it for the LattePanda Alpha. Full review coming up very soon on the main channel at lon.tv, so stay tuned.
This channel is brought to you by the lon.tv supporters, including gold level supporters Chris Allegretta, the Four Guys with Quarters podcast, Tom Albrecht, Too Much Sauce, Gerard Newberg, and Kalyan Kumar. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to lon.tv/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit lon.tv/s.